This wasn't just an escape, it was defiance. It was proof that even in the darkest places, there's always a way out. Kazimierz Piechowski's escape remains one of the boldest in human history, a moment when courage overcame terror, a spoon to dig, a uniform to disguise, and nerves of steel to stare death in the face and drive right past it. Once outside, the men ditched the car and split up. For days, they traveled through forests and villages, constantly looking over their shoulders. The SS launched an immediate manhunt. Every escapee was marked for death. Anyone helping them would be executed. But Kazimierz and his group were never caught. He joined the Polish resistance, continuing to fight against Nazi occupation. After the war, he was imprisoned again, this time by the Soviets, who viewed resistance fighters as threats. He survived that too. Kazimierz lived to be 98 years old, one of the last surviving witnesses of the first Auschwitz transports. June 20th, 1942, the day of the escape. At dawn, the four prisoners disguised themselves as workers and slipped into the garage area. Bandera, the mechanic, unlocked the door to the motor pool. Inside was a Steyr 220, a luxury car used by SS officers. They found SS uniforms, pistols, and forged papers. Kazimierz took command, dressing as an SS officer. When everything was ready, they started the engine. The sound of the car drew attention, but Piechowski didn't flinch. Driving toward the front gate, he barked in perfect German, "Tor auf! Open the gate!" The guards saluted and lifted the barrier. The black car rolled past the gate and out into open road. They had done it. They had escaped Auschwitz in broad daylight. By 1942, escape seemed impossible. Auschwitz was surrounded by barbed wire, guard towers, and dogs. The Nazis made an example of anyone who tried. But Piechowski wasn't alone. He met three others: Eugeniusz Bandera, a mechanic; Stanisław Gustav Jaster, a soldier from the Home Army; Józef Lempart, a priest. Together, they formed a plan that bordered on madness. They'd steal SS uniforms, they'd steal a car, and they'd drive straight through the main gate, pretending to be Germans. But there was one problem. To reach the motor pool, they first had to dig under the storage area. With no tools, Bandera found a bent metal spoon. Night after night, they dug through the ground, loosening the soil and hiding the dirt in their clothing. Every scrape echoed through the camp. One noise too loud, and they'd be shot. Kazimierz Piechowski was just 20 years old when he was captured by the Germans. A scout, a student, and a patriot. But to the Nazis, he was an enemy of the Reich. Deported to Auschwitz in 1940, he became prisoner number 918, one of the very first Poles sent there. He was forced into hard labor, carrying bricks, moving stones, digging trenches, all under the watch of SS guards armed with rifles and whips. In his diary, he wrote, "We didn't live day to day. We lived minute to minute." Piechowski watched his friends starve and die. But in his mind, one thought never faded: escape. In the summer of 1943, inside one of history's darkest places, a Polish prisoner named Kazimierz Piechowski achieved the impossible. Armed with nothing but courage, a stolen uniform, and a single spoon, he escaped Auschwitz. This is the true story of the man who tricked the Nazis, stole an SS car, and vanished into freedom, right under their noses.